Have you ever caught yourself thinking, where did the time go? Maybe you were reaching for something on a high shelf and felt a little slower than usual. Or you walked into a room and forgot why. Or maybe it's just this subtle sense that your energy isn't what it used to be. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and it doesn't mean you're past your prime. In fact, the years after 60 can be some of the most powerful, joyful, and vibrant of your life, if you know how to work with your body instead of against it. Now, don't worry. This isn't about chasing youth or pretending to be 25 again. It's about understanding the science behind aging and using a few simple, proven habits to help your body and mind feel better, stronger, and more alive than they have in years. Because aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can also mean refinement, like a well-loved garden that grows wiser with each season. So today, we're going to talk about 6 gentle but powerful ways to slow the aging process after 60. And the best part? You don't need to spend hours at the gym, follow a strict diet, or take a dozen pills. These are small changes, easy wins, that fit right into the life you already have. Let's start with something that affects every part of your body, movement. But not just any movement, purposeful daily movement. You don't need to train for a marathon, but your body was designed to move, and when we stop moving, everything starts to stiffen, weaken, and slow down. The muscles get tighter, the joints ache a little more, the heart works a little harder, and before we know it, even simple things feel exhausting. But the good news is, it doesn't take much to turn that around. Just 30 minutes of gentle movement a day, like a walk to the park, stretching in the living room, or dancing to your favorite old song, can reduce inflammation, improve balance, boost your heart health, and even lift your mood. It's like sending a daily love letter to your body, saying, I'm still here, I still care. One woman I met, now in her 70s, swears by her morning routine of walking 2 laps around her garden. That's it, but she hasn't missed a single day in over a year. She says it's not just about fitness, it's about rhythm, and reminding herself that she's still in motion, still alive. The trick is to find something you actually enjoy. If you hate gyms, don't go. If walking feels boring, try a Tai Chi video on YouTube or water aerobics if you have access to a pool. Your body doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency. And even on days when your joints ache or your energy dips, just doing something, even 5 minutes of stretching, can make a difference because motion is medicine. And after 60, it's one of the best anti-aging tools we have. Now, once we got the body moving, we got to talk about something just as important, sleep. And I know what you might be thinking, I don't sleep like I used to. Maybe you wake up too early or struggle to fall asleep at all. Maybe your nights feel restless or you nap during the day just to make it through. But here's the thing, sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your body repairs itself. Your brain processes memories. Your muscles recover. Your immune system resets. And without enough high-quality sleep, all the good things you do during the day, like exercise, eating well, staying active, don't get the full benefit. Here's where the science gets interesting. As we age, our internal clock, the circadian rhythm, can shift. That's why many older adults feel tired earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning. The key isn't to fight that shift, but to work with it. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, maybe herbal tea, soft music, or dim lights an hour before bed. And avoid screens if you can. The blue light from phones and TVs can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. One man I know, a retired teacher, turned his bedroom into what he calls his sleep sanctuary. No phone, no TV, just soft pillows, blackout curtains, and a journal on the nightstand. He says it's not fancy, but it changed everything. Within weeks, his energy came back. His mood lifted. He even said his memory improved. That's the power of rest. It's not lazy. It's essential. And after 60, your body needs that time to do what it does best, heal, restore, and prepare you for the next beautiful day. Now, while we're on the subject of healing, let's talk about something a little surprising, muscle. A lot of people think muscle is just for bodybuilders or athletes. But after 60, keeping your muscles strong can literally help you stay younger. See, We naturally lose muscle as we age, especially if we're not using it. And when muscle goes, we lose more than strength. We lose balance. We lose energy. We become more prone to falls, injuries, and fatigue. But here's the encouraging part. It's never too late to build muscle. Even gentle resistance exercises, like lifting light weights, using resistance bands, or even pushing against a wall, can trigger muscle growth. And that growth doesn't just make you stronger. It boosts your metabolism, supports your joints, protects your bones, and gives you the kind of energy that lasts all day, not just in short bursts. One woman I met started lifting soup cans while watching TV, just a few reps during commercial breaks. It wasn't glamorous, but she stuck with it. After a month, she noticed she could carry her groceries more easily. After 3 months, she felt steadier on stairs. And best of all, she said she felt proud again, like she was in control of her body, not the other way around. That feeling? That's what this is all about. Taking small steps, doable steps, that add up to a big difference over time. If we've already talked about movement, sleep, and muscle strength, there's another area that quietly shapes how we age, our relationship with food. Now, this isn't about going on a diet or cutting out all your favorite dishes. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about nourishing your body in a way that brings joy, energy, and long-lasting vitality. As we get older, our bodies don't process food quite the same way. Our metabolism slows down, and we don't absorb nutrients as efficiently. That's why the food choices that once felt fine might not leave us feeling as good now. But the beautiful thing is, with just a few thoughtful changes, food can become one of your strongest allies in slowing down aging. The secret? Real, whole foods that feed your cells, not just your appetite. Things like colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, beans, olive oil, and fish. These foods are packed with antioxidants, fiber, healthy fats, and vitamins that protect your body from damage, reduce inflammation, and even help your brain stay sharp. I remember chatting with a gentleman in his 80s who'd started every morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries, chia seeds, and a splash of almond milk. He said it wasn't just breakfast, it was his daily armor. And he meant it. He walked with energy, had bright eyes, and joked more than people half his age. That small habit gave him a foundation for the rest of his day. If you're wondering where to start, think of adding instead of taking away. Add a few extra veggies to your dinner plate. Swap white bread for whole grain. Replace one sugary snack with a handful of almonds or a piece of dark chocolate. Even tiny shifts can spark big changes, especially when done consistently. Because the goal isn't to be perfect. It's to feel better, step by step, bite by bite. And while we're talking about food, we can't skip over hydration. Water may not sound exciting, but it's one of the most overlooked secrets to feeling younger. As we age, our sense of thirst can fade, which means we may not even realize when we're dehydrated. But even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, joint stiffness, headaches, and confusion. So here's a simple reminder. Sip often. Keep a glass of water nearby during the day. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if it makes it more appealing. Herbal teas count, too. One woman I know keeps a tall water bottle next to her rocking chair. She calls it her fountain of youth. It may sound silly, but she swears it helps her stay energized, especially in the afternoon when she used to feel sluggish. Now, moving beyond the physical, there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked, but it's just as vital, staying mentally active and socially connected. You see, the brain is like a muscle. It thrives on challenge, stimulation, and novelty. And when we stop using it, it starts to slow down. But here's the exciting part. You can keep your brain sharp, even build new neural connections, well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. It's called neuroplasticity, and it's proof that you're never too old to learn something new. That doesn't mean you need to study calculus or master a second language, unless you want to. It could be something as simple as trying a new recipe, picking up a crossword puzzle, learning how to use a new app on your phone, or reading a book from a genre you've never explored. I once met a retired mechanic who taught himself to play the ukulele at 72. He said it felt awkward at first, but the joy of making music lit something up inside him. Now, He plays for his grandkids and even leads a small group at his local senior center. His memory has improved, his mood is better, and he's got something to look forward to every week. Mental stimulation keeps your brain engaged, but there's another ingredient that makes it even more powerful: connection. Having people to talk to, laugh with, share stories, or even worries. Loneliness isn't just an emotional burden. It's a physical one. Studies show it can raise stress hormones, increase inflammation, and even speed up cognitive decline. That's why relationships, no matter how small, are one of the greatest protectors against aging. And it doesn't have to mean having a big circle of friends, a kind neighbor, a weekly phone call with family, even a friendly chat with someone at the grocery store can bring warmth to the day. If you've been feeling a little isolated, it's okay. You're not alone in that. But maybe today's the day you reach out. Write a note to someone you miss. Join a local club or group. Volunteer a few hours a week doing something you enjoy. Human connection doesn't just heal the heart. It revitalizes the whole body. And all of this movement, sleep, nutrition, brain activity, connection, it works together like a symphony. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to do it perfectly. But every small step creates momentum. And that momentum builds strength, hope, and health from the inside out. We're not trying to fight aging. We're embracing it with grace, wisdom, and a few gentle tools to help us feel better along the way. Because life after 60 isn't a winding down. It's a new beginning, a chance to do things on your terms, to listen more deeply to what your body and spirit need, to choose quality over quantity, peace over pressure, and presence over perfection. We've talked about movement, sleep, nutrition, brain activity, and connection, each one a powerful piece of the puzzle. But there's still one more secret that truly ties everything together. It's something you can't see or touch, yet it quietly shapes your health more than most people realize. I'm talking about your mindset. It's easy to overlook. We often think aging is all about the physical, aches, wrinkles, medications. But your thoughts, your outlook on life, your sense of purpose, all of that has a direct effect on how you age. Science backs it up. People who view aging as a natural, meaningful part of life tend to live longer and healthier than those who see it as a steady decline. And this isn't just positive thinking or wishful talk. It's biology. A hopeful, engaged mindset can lower stress hormones, boost immune function, improve heart health, and even keep memory sharper. That's how powerful your thoughts are. I know someone who really taught me this without ever trying. Her name is Mabel, and at 91, she still wakes up every day with curiosity. She says the first thing she does each morning is open the curtains and say, "Let's see what the world has for me today." Simple, right? But that quiet ritual sets the tone for her whole day. She tends to her garden, writes in her journal, chats with her daughter, and never lets a cloud of regret sit too long in her sky. Mabel's secret isn't some miracle cream or super supplement. It's how she thinks. It's the way she welcomes each day as something new. That mindset has kept her heart young and her energy remarkably steady for someone well into her 90s. Of course, not every day feels good, and no one is asking you to put on a fake smile. But nurturing a sense of gratitude, even for the little things, can shift your entire outlook. Maybe it's the sound of birds in the morning, the taste of a warm cup of tea, or the laugh of someone you love. These moments matter. And when we pay attention to them, we start seeing more of them. It's like watering a plant. You nourish what you notice. Another helpful shift is letting go of the pressure to be who you were at 40. You're not that person anymore, and you're not supposed to be. Your body has changed. Your priorities have evolved. That's not failure. That's growth. Too often, we compare ourselves to a younger version, chasing energy or strength that doesn't quite feel the same now. But aging doesn't mean losing your spark. It means learning to let it shine in new ways. Maybe you're not hiking up mountains anymore, but you become someone who knows how to sit still and listen deeply. Maybe your hands are slower, but they carry more wisdom in every touch. That matters. There's a beautiful freedom in accepting yourself as you are now. It allows you to focus less on what's fading and more on what's blooming. And that, my friend, is how you keep growing, no matter your age. Let's also not underestimate the power of having something to look forward to. Purpose isn't always a grand mission. It can be as gentle as planning a family lunch, learning to paint, or even taking care of a pet. Having a reason to get up in the morning does something incredible to your heart and health. It gives direction to your energy and meaning to your moments. And if you're ever feeling like your best days are behind you, I want you to pause. Think of all the people whose lives you've touched, all the kindness you've shown, all the lessons you've learned, and the ones you've taught without even knowing it. That legacy, that's real. That matters more than you may ever realize. You see, aging is not something to resist. It's something to lean into, with intention, with love, with care. Because slowing down aging isn't about stopping time. It's about savoring it. It's about walking through your days feeling connected to your body, your spirit, and the people who make life meaningful. Every walk you take, every nourishing meal you enjoy, every laugh you share, every moment you spend doing something that brings you peace. These are your wins. These are your quiet victories. And they're more powerful than any anti-aging pill. So if there's one message I hope you carry with you from this video, it's this. You are not powerless in how you age. In fact, you hold more influence than you think. Your daily choices, how you move, eat, sleep, think, and connect, can shape your health, your mood, and your sense of fulfillment in ways that are far more lasting than anything that comes in a bottle. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change your life overnight. Just begin. Choose one small step that feels right for you, and let that be your starting point. Maybe tonight you go to bed a little earlier. Maybe tomorrow you take a walk just to hear the birds sing. Maybe you call someone you've been thinking about. That's all it takes to start building momentum. And as you keep going, you might just find that aging isn't something to fear. It's a chance to live more intentionally, to move with kindness, to rest with purpose, to love more deeply and laugh more freely. That is the real science of slowing aging, not just surviving, but thriving. If you found this video helpful, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments. What small habit makes you feel younger? Or what's one thing you're excited to try after watching this? Your story might inspire someone else today. And if you like more uplifting, practical advice on staying strong, happy, and healthy after 60, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're here to walk this journey with you, one heartwarming, empowering step at a time. Here's to living your best life at any age. You've earned it, and the best is yet to come.